We're now joined by the Samford Bulldogs. We have with us head coach Carly Coons, along with student athletes Claire Johnson, Kennedy Langham, and Alanya Walden. Coach, an opening statement, and then we'll have some questions for the student athletes.
Yeah, obviously a tough loss, but I couldn't be more proud of this group. They had every opportunity to lay down in that fourth quarter. And, earlier in the season, I think that we would have maybe done that. But the growth this team has had, the maturity, they made plays to get us back in that game. All three of these kids made plays to get us in that game, and it gave us a chance to win. And we were right there, neck and neck, and we had an opportunity to win that game. And it's going to hurt like crap to go back and watch all the opportunities that we missed. But I couldn't be more proud of this group and their fight. I thought we came to play. I thought they played hard, played through some adversity, played through some foul trouble, played through some injury. And then obviously I have to give a big shout out to Helen Matthews too. I mean, that was pretty tough of her to come off that injury and do what she did today. And just got to give her a shout out because that was pretty impressive. But I love this team. It has been a really joyful season, which is kind of crazy because we haven't won as much as we probably would have liked. But this team has been a joy to coach. They are fun to be around every day. They work. They stayed bought in even in times that you would maybe expect a team not to. It's a credit to these three young kids right here. Man, they bring out the joy and youthful spirit in everybody around them, including me. And I'm really proud of this group. And obviously, you'd like to see one more shot go down at the end of that game, but we had a chance.
Questions?
Coach, a lot of positives this season. You won the last 5 out of 7 coming into the conference tournament. Just speak to those positive things that happened this season and what you're all looking forward to in the next season. I
mean, this has been a year of growth. I've said that. And it's the cool thing as a coach is you talk a lot about trust the process, trust the process. You hear that all the time. And this team did that. What a process we had this year. And it was a season of growth, and they got better. I mean, we were starting 2 freshmen and 2 sophomores at the end of this season. And you got to live with some mistakes early. You got to live with some punches early. And but they took them and they got back up and they kept swinging and they got better. And they stayed bought in and they stayed trusting each other, stayed trusting us. And I can't wait to see what's next for this group.
More questions for the student athletes, perhaps?
Claire, this is your first SoCon tournament. Just speak about that and how you feel going into this tournament and then being with your teammates.
I mean, it was my first time. I didn't feel too nervous about it because I trusted my team and knew we were going to give them a good shot. But I'm just excited to be back next year. I think we can do a lot more, and I think we will do a lot more.
Kennedy and Alanya, you all were here on this team last year. Just speak to coming back and the mindset that you all had going into the tournament and knowing that you all really did give your all out on that court today.
Obviously, we didn't want to repeat what we did last year, but I said this in the locker room to everybody. As a returner, this loss felt like it was day and night compared to the loss last year. I can't really put my finger on what it was, but this team is just completely different. And the personalities that we have, the characteristics that we have, and just like the heart that these girls have was just so much different. And coming out of this loss, I don't feel as defeated as I did last year. And I think that is just something very important for especially the returners, but me and Kennedy to just keep in mind, because losing is never a good feeling.
Yeah, I felt like all season long we just kept getting better, no matter what was thrown at us. We just were resilient and kept fighting, kept our foot on the gas no matter what, and it sucks to lose, but we'll be back. So,
Any other questions from the room? If not, Coach, thank you to you and your student athletes. Best of luck going forward.
Thank you.
Thank you.